Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's issue 176. Hope you guys have been well and safe. What's happening, G-Man? How's it been in Singapore?
Yes, brother, everything is good. Everything is going all right. Just damn, the weekend comes and goes so quick. It was a very busy week at work, but
Yeah.
yeah, this weekend was nice, man. Went done some IKEA shopping yesterday. Didn't expect to spend as much as I did, but my place is a little bit of a mess, and I didn't like the clutter and just stuff. I like neatness, so went
Yeah.
to IKEA, bought a bunch of neats like cupboards and stuff to kind of make things neat. And yeah, I'm going through a little bit of a reshuffle and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, other than that, it's all good. By Thursday, I'll be fully vaccinated. Like I've been 2 weeks since my things, and then I can start going back to evolve and start getting back into my martial arts, get back into go to restaurants, go to cinema comfortably. I do want to watch Shang-Chi again, which we will be talking about later. I know. But yeah, other than that, bro, it's all good. It's all good in Singapore, man. It's all good.
Good to
How's
hear, man.
things in the UK, man?
UK's good, man. I've had a busy 2 weeks with Punch Records and Gallery 37. So I was a facilitator with 8 students, teaching them digital art. And yeah, it was a really good week, man. It was all heading towards a big show at the end of the week. So week one was very tough. Didn't get much sleep. I don't do hotel beds. It was up in Birmingham, and kind of pushed through that week, and then came to second week, which got even harder. Same hotel, loose beds, and then I fell ill as well. And I was doing COVID tests every day because I
But
fell
you were
ill.
ill, but it wasn't COVID.
No, it wasn't COVID. It was
That's
just
good.
general cold and
It's
stuff like
normal.
that. So,
Yeah.
so
People
just
forget
battle
that shit exists.
exactly. So battle through that, and then it was really good, man. It was a really humbling experience getting to share knowledge about digital art and the industry and all about thinking outside the box. And each and every one of them, they are going through their own journeys and trying to learn more about the art world. And to be honest, they're already artists. They already have an amazing talent. The youngest I had was 17, and she was drawing on her phone, bro. You know what I mean? So for them to get that knowledge of using bigger tools, where they kind of head, and it's kind of like a bit of guidance in the process as well, bro. It's weird. You sit down, you get to know them. You try and understand where they get their art form from, why they do it, what makes them feel this way, and yeah, it was a really good experience. Very, it's made me think about where I want to go with my career next and giving back to people because after lockdown, mental health is on a rise. People, scared to go around people. We had this couple of people that I've never met before, and then suddenly, become a little family. It was well cute. It was really good, man.
It's
Really,
amazing.
really good. And then the show was amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure
It
you
was a really
learned a
good
lot
show.
from them as well. Like you had to go there
Of
because you're
course.
not saying you're old school, but you're old school, right? And they've come with this new, young, digital mind, digital first mind,
Mm.
where you came from a pencil first mind or paper
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah,
mind,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Exactly.
So it's like you got to go in there, even though you're guiding them, you're also going in there as in the martial art world. You're going in there as a white belt, in
Mm.
the sense that you will absorb whatever you can from them as
Of
well,
course,
and
man,
that's the
bro.
best way to handle things in the world.
Excuse me. Yeah, so that was really good. Really humbling experience, and they really made me feel at home. They really worked together well. There were some uncomfortable situations, but we resolved it. We dealt with it. Uh, but yeah, it was really good, man. Very good.
Nice.
I've got a couple of videos on YouTube, guys, and most of my Instagram has got that on there as well. So check it out if you get a chance. Make sure you guys are following the Brothers Geek Out podcast on Twitter and Instagram too. But yeah, busy one, bro. It's good to be home as well, Mr. Lara.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can imagine. I can
yeah,
imagine being away for so long, so long.
yeah. And like towards the
Yeah.
last 2 days, that I was like fully run down. Lack of sleep, cold is taking over. Started to get a cough. Now people are feeling uncomfortable around me. Bro, I was drugged up to the max. They
You
said
said
that.
you're fully vaccinated,
Yeah, I'm
right?
fully vaccinated. Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay,
cool.
okay.
But when you make that cough like that, I had a coughing fit on the train home, on the train journey
Mm,
home. Yeah, so it's
mm,
my fault because I didn't really check the train times. I was like,
mm,
I'm leaving on a Saturday. I'll take my time. I got sleep that night after the show, And I was like, oh, that was nice to have like one night's good sleep. I had like 6 hours straight, deep sleep. You know, took my time, had breakfast, packed my stuff, like, you know, proper slow coach games, isn't it? And then suddenly, bro, I get to the station and it's like, luckily, I saw a train and it was the fast train home. And it was like 10:50 and I'm looking at my watch, it's like 10:40. So I had to run to the platform with like the luggage and everything, getting moist, trying to scan my ticket. The guy's like, I'm not sure what. I was like, I don't know what's wrong, but it's an open ticket so I can go home whenever I want to. And he's like, just go on, mate. And he scanned it in for me and then I blurted.
Nice.
You know, when you're all hot and sweaty on the train, bro, I was losing, then I had a coughing fit. Everybody was praying, bro. But people started moving down the, like, it's worse enough being a brown guy. It's worse enough being a Muslim guy. You got a cough now, boom, all three of them, bro, gone. They blurted down the other side.
Madness.
So I had to take my inhaler. That's how bad it was. But I made it home on time anyway, so it's a good thing. But it's on the odd occasions I have that moment where I have this fit and it's like, bloody hell. It just happens.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, you should do like deep breathing exercises, bro, and like lung opening exercise. I tell Ash to do it because he's got asthma. I hope he does it. But that shit will work eventually. I mean, you got to do it every day, and eventually your lungs will get stronger and all that sort of stuff.
That's right.
But yeah, I find it awkward to sneeze. First of all, I hate sneezing in a mask, so I don't give a shit. I take the mask down and sneeze on my hands because that's nasty. Second of all, I do find it uncomfortable to sneeze in public now, and also like, you know, sometimes when you just choke on air, which is stupid, but it happens, right? Everyone's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's got COVID and shit. And I'm like, man, I'm just choking on air, man. Leave me the fuck alone, man.
Yeah, nah, like, very uncomfortable. I had a person next to me on the train and they were sitting, and both of them, and when I had my coughing fit, bro, the look on their faces, because in between that coughing fit, I was laughing after. And I was like, it's not COVID, it's not COVID. And I'm showing them all the COVID. I've got this COVID test kit. I'll be like, I'm good. Just muff. If you guys are going to go.
It's so basic. It's so bad. Bro, I remember this was before because Hong Kong, that place has always been paranoid about anything, right? I remember one time I just cleared my throat. The woman next to me was like, no, bitch, like, I'm just clearing my throat, man. And you look unhealthy anyway. I can see like in your pores, and if you look unhealthy, you definitely will catch something anyway. But it's just like people are so paranoid and whatnot, man. It's like sneezing, coughing, it's a part of human life. Like because of this COVID thing, everyone's so paranoid about it, man.
Yeah.
But in Singapore, the government, I think they made a statement the other day, they're going to try and make testing the norm. So they're going to be giving testing to everyone. It's almost like what I think they're trying to say is like in the morning, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, you shove something up your nose and test yourself. I think
but that's what I did do for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to make that the norm, like every day, like for the rest of your life. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
So what do you mean? You have to carry that thing around with you?
Probably you have to take a picture or something or scan it in your phone. They're most probably going to make it digital. But the point is, it's like, if that's the norm, are you kidding me? Like, say 80% of people in Singapore are vaccinated, right? So why am I testing if anyway? Like, I don't get it. I mean, look, of course I'm always going to bitch and whatnot, but I'm not, some people go crazy and I'm like, just leave the country, right? But I do think something's silly. How could you make testing the norm? You've got everyone vaccinated.
Yeah.
And so why do you have to test yourself? Like, I just don't get it. Man. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. I can't wait till we stop wearing masks. I hate wearing a mask.
Yeah, bro. My one was worse as well because the weekend I came back, it was a bank holiday weekend. So that's when I started feeling a bit rough. Then I had a mask on the train journey home on bank holiday Monday. And like, it was a busy train, somebody sitting next to me, my nose was losing. So like, if I took the mask off and somebody saw me, all it was just snot, bro. Or snot in there. And I was like, uncomfortable games. If I move and I do that in a tissue, then, you know, everybody's going to be praying around me. So it's like...
It's awkward. You can't even blow your nose, man.
No. And then what happened was, I had to after because it was basically a mask full of snot, bro.
Oh, lose, man.
And I'm like, I could be gargling at any moment. I'm like,
lose,
so, man. And then I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just clear this nose, man. Let's dash this mask on the floor with all the snot in it. Let's blow my nose. And then everybody blurted around me again. Worst thing
Dashing it on the
is
floor.
brown guy, Muslim, and coughing and snotting everywhere.
Yeah. Except one mask, but all the other masks I put on, as soon as I put it on, my nose starts itching. I can't walk around with a mask. It's so uncomfortable. It makes my nose itch. So I need to just get a bunch of those disposable ones, but there's only one mask that I can wear comfortably without my nose itching. So I hate that shit. But they stopped taking temperatures here. So that's one thing, which is great. The scanning in, I think you'll retract and trace forever now in Singapore. That's normal now. There's no way they're gonna, retract anyway. But anyway, I'm hoping they open up a portal, to UK so I can just come home. They've done it for Germany and Brunei. So hopefully they do it to the UK and then I'll take the risk and I'll come back. But I really, that's what I'm waiting for, like a travel portal, vaccination lane or whatever the hell they're calling it. So yeah, man, I'm just waiting for that news. For now, just chilling. I can't wait to get back into training. My martial art training for the last 2 years has been shit. So I just want to get back into that and just keep, just get that going again, man. I miss that so much. It's been so shit the last 2 years. I just haven't been able to, I guess, progress. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, man, other than that, what else, man? That's it, man. I think that's it. I mean, I just want to, I guess we should geek out.
Let's jump into the minor things that have happened. So Expendables 4, yeah, we got Tony Jaa and Megan Fox joining the cast, yeah.
Oh yeah, how awesome is that? And they said they got the old cast back. I mean, I saw Jet Li's photo, but I don't know if he's actually in it because he stopped all of that stuff, right? But they said they got the cast back from the original Expendables, the first one.
Okay.
So I mean, freaking hell, I love those movies, man. They're so fun. And if you got Tony Jaa in it, come on, man, he's awesome. Megan Fox, I don't know, like she'd be awesome as well. I'm sure she'll do something awesome or they'll have her in for a good role. I think Antonio Banderas is back. There's someone else I'm trying to remember. It slipped my mind, but come on, man, I love that movie. And I think it's been, I didn't realize, but it's been like at least 5 years since last part 3 or something.
Yeah, it's probably been about 5 years. Yeah, probably been.
Yeah, man. I mean, those movies are so much fun. So I'm looking forward to that movie. And Tony Jaa, awesome. I wish they put there's so many other people you could put in that, man, like Chow Yun-fat and old action stars and whatnot. But
they can, man. They can. They can bring him in. Jackie Chan, come on, man, get involved. You know what I mean?
I think next week if I have time, I'm gonna go watch Donnie Yen's new movie, Raging Fire.
Yeah. That looks good. I saw a clip.
Yeah, man, that looks awesome. So I do want to catch
excuse me, guys,
if I can next week. But he's another guy that'd be awesome into that Expendables universe.
No, definitely, without a doubt, that'd be awesome. Definitely, I think it'd be great.
No doubt.
Stallone's still doing it, breaking it down, having a game. So bless him. Them guys are still on it. And hey, they're gonna bring back Bruce Willis then.
Nah, he's done, man. I mean, I think their relationship lose after he tried to, he cost himself out basically. I think Sly must have said something about his what do you call him, greedy bastard or something? I don't know, I made that up, but he said something about him. If I remember correctly, he wanted like 4 million for 4 minutes worth of work or something like that. So I think that relationship's kind of gone basic, which is saying that's why they got Harrison Ford in it. You can't get rid of Harrison Ford now, so keep him in and Willis is loose, I guess.
Yeah, he probably did. So, was it yesterday or the day before the clip came out of the Rick and Morty live episode? Now, that looked bloody awesome, bro. I remember while we were at the show on Friday, it came on and I was like, oh my God, they're really doing this. And to see Christopher Lloyd come in as that character, that's going to be sick, bro.
Gonna be perfect, and they based it on him and Michael J. Back to the Future, right? So
yeah,
he's perfect for. I mean, it's a shame that Michael J. Fox is in his position that he's in, but that film. I mean, listen, the cartoons are awesome. I don't follow them, but I watch them when it's on and whatnot.
Yeah, it's funny.
But I mean, it'll be awesome, man. It'll be it looked funny, so I'll definitely watch that.
It looked wicked. It looked absolutely wicked, bro. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Is that next week or the week after?
I don't know. I didn't even. What do you mean, like the film or the live action show?
There's a live action show happening. Not show, like episode. Like I think it's season finale.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry, I thought it was a movie coming out. I didn't realize it was actually like one part of the episode. I've
No,
probably
I
seen
think
it
it's
once.
like a little episode that's going to come
They
out.
probably go into the human reality, and they both okay. That well, I'll watch that then. I mean, like I said, I don't follow it, so I'll probably be lost. But just to see the live action and Christopher Lloyd, and it will be jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, cool. All right, let's jump into what if, bro. What if Doctor Strange? Oh my god, that was such an episode, bro. Like I didn't think an animation could make you go through that many emotions and make it like really punch you heavy, bro. Like, you know, he like so the twist in this one was Christine dies. He doesn't break his fingers or anything like that. His love dies, and bro, it's such a heart wrenching that moment in the episode. So spoilers, guys. So I'm gonna spoil the shit. Christine dies, and she dies many times, you know. But he still goes into the mystical arts to find out ways to seek what he can do, basically. But bro, it was just emotional. That scene was heartbreaking. That was a heartbreaking scene. Then again, they go through the training scenes, and then they go to, you know, seeing the part where Ancient One says it's an absolute point in time that you can't change because it defies who you are and what you become. You become the Sorcerer Supreme, you know? And then when she splits them into two, and then how evil he gets on that side, and then bloody hell, man, towards the end, I was like, you know, you could do that with animation and push Doctor Strange to a whole new different level. You get to see his powers on a different level as well. Brilliant. Cumberbatch, most of the cast returned back. Absolutely loved it. Heartbreaking. Edge of my seat. Proper, like I remember I was in Birmingham when I was watching that, and I was like, I had a KFC. I was just excited, bro. And then I was like, I didn't even finish my food, bro, because of that episode. Yeah, great episode, man. What was your thoughts?
100%. The good thing about it, the amazing thing about it is because one, they get as many of the cast back as possible, but two, we've just spent the last 10 years, 11 years, whatever, with these characters. So there's no character building. You don't need none of that. We've already got an emotional content with these characters. So when you do see this alternative reality and this other thing, you're already invested from the first second of the episode.
Exactly.
And you love it. So it's so smart the way they've done it. It's like, there's no time to waste. There's no minutes or seconds wasted on developing the characters. Already, it is what it is. And yeah, man, I loved it. The animation was awesome as it is. Good to see Cumberbatch come back. Good to see that reality. And just to see that Dark Sorcerer Supreme is mad. Just the fight between them two was
sick, innit?
Amazing. Dragon Ball Z style, like
yeah.
You know
exactly
what I mean?
that.
Like proper like anime style. You know, I mean, Infinity War when he fought Thanos, that was like real life anime style fighting.
Yeah.
Now, you know, in the What If, we saw that was an animation, like proper, like again, it's hard not to compare it to anime because they set the baseline of that sort of battle between you know, supreme beings and whatnot.
Exactly.
So good. I love it, man. You know, I keep saying it, man. Ash is the one who said it first, but these are more enjoyable than the actual other show, like, you know, Loki and WandaVision and Falcon. They are. I mean, look, those ones obviously fit into the universe. There's a bit more to it. They're humans. You can't, you know, it's obviously a different tone and whatnot. But these are so much more fun, and they're short, sweet, funny, like enjoyable, wicked. I'm looking forward to the next one. I hope they just do these forever, man.
Well, they keep up in their game, bro, because that episode, bro, it really threw me off, bro. It was a proper gut punch, bro. And like, you know, the action was amazing, and the interaction with the Watcher. Because you know when he sets his present, hello, and then after that he was like, I know you're there, I know about you, you know, you can help, and he's like, I can't. I love it. I got to stick to my guns. You know what I mean?
I love the fact that Strange can sense the Watcher. I love that. And
yeah,
some of the animation where you see like a big open view of the city or whatever. You just see the Watcher over. Like the other animation they do, he's in the back. I love that, man. I love the way they do that. But yes, it's so awesome that Strange can sense the Watcher because it just makes sense. It just makes perfect sense that he should be able to sense the Watcher. Some of the memes that have been coming out have been cracking me up. The Watcher be like, peace, bro, like whatever, like just leaving him to it. But oh fucking hell, it's so good, man. It's so good.
No, absolutely great episode. And I fully enjoyed it. They really outdone themselves on that, man.
Definitely, man.
But a lot of people, I've seen a handful of people being crybabies.
About what?
You know, they don't think it's amazing.
Okay, I mean that's I guess that's all right. You don't have to. I mean, for some people, it probably isn't.
Yeah,
it probably isn't amazing. So I guess that's okay. And not everyone's gonna like everything. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes, bro. Like I think we are super biased, and we're just super excited. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know that. I know that. I can accept that. But it's like, come on, man. What do you want?
I guarantee you, bro, someone can find the cure for cancer, and there's gonna be one dude that's gonna be like, fuck that cure for cancer. Like, you know what I mean? That's just the way the world and the way some people are. There's gonna be one person that's gonna be in his basement, like, fuck that cure for cancer. He's gonna be hating, like, fuck that scientist. I hope he dies. That, like, I hope he'll say something that's, I hope he gets cancer. Like, there's always one, bro. So that's just the way the world is gonna be, man. That's the way people are gonna be. So can't please everyone, man. I don't think there's anything in the world that can please every single human being on the planet.
It's a shame though, because it's like we, as I think the current time we're in now, from 30 years ago, bro, to ever think about, yes, we're going to see animation, but to see this level of construct on the big on the screen, you know. Marvel, you know, they just smashed it, bro. They smashed it. And even like, you know, we're going to jump on it next, but what I saw last night, I was just pure moistness, bro. Pure. I was so moist, bro.
My Wednesday was awesome. I'm surprised. I'm a bit basic that you guys couldn't watch it till yesterday, or it didn't come out in the UK till Friday, but it came out in Singapore on Wednesday. So my Wednesday, I had a long day at work. And I remember I had a team call that finished at 6.
Yeah.
And I told my Europe team, guys, I'm not going to be able to help today. I'm locking off at 6. I can't respond to any emails. Bro, 6 o'clock was done. The day was beautiful, bro. I watched What If, got ready, went to the cinema, and watched Shang-Chi. Oh, my God. What a day, bro. As a Marvel fan, shit. As a comic book fan, amazing. Bro, are we going to get into Shang-Chi? Should we spoil the shit out of it?
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's do this, bro. Spoil the shit out of Shang-Chi, bro. Guys, if you are looking to listen to the podcast, I would say pause now and leave it on pause and come back to it another day. Click on the like button, drop a comment, and come back. If you have seen it, then let's talk about this, bro. Shang-Chi. Go on, bro. I'll let you go first.
Well, wicked. First of all, it's a wicked origin story. Absolutely amazing. Like I said on my non-spoiler review when I watched it on Wednesday, Marvel, I think they've done it again. They've got the remedy of just creating a fan favorite character out, someone that might not be as the most popular character and whatnot, but he straight away fits in with the Avengers. He straight away fits in the MCU. Powerful as fuck. Every actor was awesome. The martial arts was awesome. Tony Leung, Michelle Yeoh, they were awesome. Bro, the mystical side of the Chinese culture was amazing. The culture of the Asian superhero, like it was an amazing Asian superhero. Listen, I'm a biased Bruce Lee fan. So first of all, to me, Kato is the first Asian superhero for me personally, right? But Shang-Chi was based on and inspired by Bruce Lee, right? Yep. So that's still moist. And also I heard that, you know, back before Brandon Lee passed away or #murdered or whatever you want to say, but they wanted to do a Shang-Chi series with him. And
damn.
Yeah, I obviously would have been back in the 70s and 80s, 80s, 90s, but it was a tribute to Shang-Chi, the character, but Bruce Lee, and using Bruce Lee's son, it would have been amazing. So listen, for me, my first Asian superhero would always be Kato. I'm a big Bruce Lee bias fan, but In the MCU, I guess he's one, but then after that, but look, just let's get to it. He represented well. The culture was wicked. Like, you know me, I love the whole diversity and inclusion. I love all of that. But when it's forced, then I have a little bit of an issue with it. If it's done naturally, it's awesome. And I think this film done it naturally. Maybe I'm being biased, but just like it wasn't stuffed down your throat, right?
Well, no, it wasn't. No.
Even when they spoke Chinese, like they spoke Mandarin, like Chinese, with each other in certain scenes, and that was awesome. Tony Leung, that scene when he was there at the dinner table was a powerful scene. He's such a legend. I love the fact that when he was talking to them, and he when he introduced his friend Katie, what's her name? Forgot her name. But anyway, and he asked her, "What's your Chinese name?" Like I loved his passion towards the culture and everything. Just everything, bro, man. Like the animation, the martial arts, the dragons at the end, the dragon fight, any mystical dragons, bro, back. Dragon fight, bro. He does a Kamehameha at the end, you know, the Dragon Ball
Z. Sick.
Bro, come on. He done it, bro. The film was on point. And the martial arts, like I say, you can see a big difference between him as a Kung Fu master versus all the other MCU hand-to-hand combat battles. This was a proper, like I said, what we grew up with, Kung Fu martial arts. But Bradley Allen, choreography, yeah. So he's inspired and worked with Jackie Chan. So they had that, you know, using your jacket, using your environment, using all that stuff. The camera shots were amazing, like the one shot scenes. You know, they wasn't just bare stop and start. It was like the one shot scenes, even in the bamboo on the train, the bus, bro. It was so good, man. So fucking good, man. I'm so happy. I'm so moist, bro. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I had a dream about the movie after anyway. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts. Obviously, I'm super moist. I you know, some parts I found iffy, but I could tell you about those in a second. But what was your initial thoughts?
No, bro, good fun, man. Like, as when me, Dwayne, and Ash were sitting watching it, it was that sense of aura. You know, we've got a new character in the MCU, way they've interconnected it all, and you know, the martial arts, bro, for me was a big key for this because we're getting introduced to martial arts in the MCU. We didn't get that before. You know what I mean? We haven't got that in none of the movies. Like, martial arts has this really infectious feel to it when you watch it. You know, you watch the flow of it, the way it hits, the way they move. You know, it's almost like a dance. It's contagious to watch. But you, like, you know, getting into Wing Chun recently as well, and you see elements of that in there, and you're like, you could see the flow of it, and it was moist, bro. Like I was genuinely moist. Again, there was a few things that threw me off as well. We could touch base on as well. But overall, as a good origin start off movie, like, it was brilliant, bro. Tony Leung was awesome. The soundtrack was sick. Wong being in it as well cracked me up, and I really want to know more about him and Abomination's connection and why they're doing that. And overall, bro, good movie. I mean, I do want to watch it again.
I'm vaccinated Thursday, so I'm gonna go to the IMAX and watch it again.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe not next week, but the week after. But yeah, bro, I agree. I mean, I think just the powers of the 10 rings and how they use it.
Bro.
I just didn't think like again the imagination that the director and the choreographer and all them they put together, the scream, whatever. I don't know the names of all the production stuff, but all of them. Just the imagination of how do we use these 10 rings in a way that's going to be so effective and efficient and beautiful to look at. And again, the martial arts, as you said, like, it is contagious. And again, it's different from the different martial arts we've seen or the hand-to-hand combat in the rest of the MCU. Like, there's a difference. We've grew up with Jackie Chan movies, Jet Li's movies. The way they flow Donnie Yen, the way they flow and the way the choreographing in is beautiful and impactful. And that's the way, you know, we saw it. And yes, of course, it's, how do I pull it? Well, it's all movies. It's all unrealistic, right? And MMA has come out in the real world, and you know that's shown the real.
Well, yeah, it's. I think most of like the fighting styles now is more dominant. It's more close up. It's more, but it was nice to just get to see something so fluid, bro. Yeah,
when they do that, it is art. They're
Yeah.
showing art on the screen with a true expression of the body, a human body, and whatnot.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. I mean, because you mentioned Wing Chun, because I think Tony Leung's style and his combat that he taught Shang-Chi was based on Wing Chun. Whereas what his mother taught them was based on Tai Chi. So it's always, the hard and the soft, right? The hard
exactly.
Yang
Yeah.
and whatnot. And always in the Chinese movies, the soft always wins. The more relaxed you are, the way you flow, the way you use the energy against them, all that sort of stuff. But to me, it was like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon of the MCU. Like
of course, bro.
Epic.
And I like the fact they've opened up a different universe on Earth. You know what I mean? A different dimension that lives on Earth. I love the fact that they've opened that, because that opens up the MCU more. It's not just the multiverse. You've got a different dimension, bro, which is sick. And I like the story, man. He struggles, what he went through and what they were going through as a family. Tony Leung, a character that was he's such a don, bro. When he went into that scene after what happened to his mum, and which was a heartbreaking scene, and then what he did after, bro, the way he bust up them people in that restaurant, I was like,
amazing.
Sick.
He's so powerful, but he's such a legend, like in Hong Kong cinema and whatnot. But is this his first Hollywood movie? Like,
I feel like it is, bro. I feel like it is
so good. You could just, the thing is, even if you don't know who he is, you can feel the legendary, you can feel the legend.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good. And just, he was the perfect Mandarin. Like,
he was, bro.
After you saw what we saw in Iron Man 3, and now we see the real Mandarin, he was that character. He
was sick, bro. He fitted perfectly, bro. But the best highlight of and the funny part of was Trevor coming back, and he's doing live shows for them on a weekly basis. It's killing me, bro.
Bro, that reminded me of Tropic Thunder. Remember?
Yeah.
Ben Stiller was doing the live show. But no, you know what? Yeah, that's one of my things. But I thought that was funny because I was waiting for Ben Kingsley to come in. That was awesome, and it was funny to see him. Did you see the little one-shot Marvel thing where they break him out of prison? Did you ever see that?
Was it them? I didn't know it was that connected.
It was the 10 Rings. Yeah, it was the 10 Rings.
Bomba Clark. I didn't realize that. Sick.
Yeah, so that was awesome. But one thing, I love that he was in it. But to me, the one thing that a little bit got me was he was the one that was able to communicate with this mystical Chinese animal, right? Because that's part of a mystical creature. And he was the one that got him there to this mystical place, to this next dimension. A little bit of, for me, I was like, oh, okay. So like he became a big part of it. And I'm just like, how the hell can he understand this mystical animal? And you know what I mean? So that was a little bit too much, because he literally got them there. Before Tony Leung's character got there, the Mandarin got there. So I was just a bit like, I enjoyed it. I was just like, it's a little bit basic, but I enjoyed it. Like, I'm not, if it was, it's in there, it's fine. I enjoyed it. It was funny. He was in there playing dead and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just like, why him? Like, why was he the guide? I mean, he's like this basic.
Well, they brought it back full circle, innit? That was the reason why.
What do you mean?
Like the 10 Rings thing, because you had the 10 Rings at the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Iron Man, and then you had it with Trevor playing the Mandarin. So they brought it back. They just tried to interconnect everything, can it? Really and truly, it's something like they would do in the comic books as well, bro. But it just, sometimes it may not work good on the screen, because that was a part for me as well. I was like, they could have just left him there, you know what I mean? And the mystical beast take him. That's fine.
Yeah, Mr. Petite Shang-Chi.
Like it had a connection with Shang-Chi, and it worked.
Yeah, exactly. Because why has it got a connection? How could nobody understands this thing? This thing don't even have a face. And
Morris,
yeah, exactly. And Ben Kingsley's character can understand it. Unless unless he was on drugs or something, but they didn't see none of that. But anyway, listen, it wasn't the best. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just like, that was one of my things, like a little bit. Like, one of the things that my girl was saying, that the scene where Tony Leung was fighting his wife, and they were like, it was like a romantic. I'm like, listen, man, I grew up with Hong Kong, with those martial art movies, and that was, to me, that was epic. It might look cheesy, but when it reminded me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, like the way they were looking at each other, fighting each other, and falling in love. It was like, you can compare it to like a Bollywood scene, but that was like how those, for me, how those movies.
It's out of all of those movies, bro. Yeah, all of those movies have that romantic martial arts, woman almost busts you up scene. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's always been in those movies. So why not have that sort of, which the element they had? I thought it was great, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's what gave it the heart of the story. You know what I mean?
This is what I loved, man. Like, you know, Black Panther really, like I said, it's an amazing. These are comic book movies. Like, let's put that first, right? But if you want to talk from a cultural perspective, like Black Panther did show the culture of Africa, right? Which was amazing. I think Shang-Chi done the same with with the Asian culture, the Chinese culture. And my thing was, shit, he speaks American. He's an American Chinese kid. Is it going to work out? I think they done it great. I think they really expressed the culture in this movie, and that's what I loved about it. Listen, I don't want to hate, but there was all this big hoo-ha over that movie, Crazy Rich Asians, right? Fine, that's okay. But when I watched it, personally, I didn't get any Asian culture from it. It was an Asian cast, which is great. But everyone spoke with an American accent. Everyone spoke with British accent. And to me, it was just a love story of a rich person and a poor girl. Rich guy, poor girl. That was it. That was the love story. I didn't get any Asian culture from it. That's me personally. Maybe I missed something. But this movie, they had Asian, American accents and all that sort of stuff. But it really did express the culture of the Chinese culture, the Asian culture. And didn't force it. It was, I don't know. It was
maybe perfect, bro. Because I really like the fact that they didn't even start the movie with English, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then for a moment I was like, did we run into the wrong screen? You know, there's subtitles on here. Oh man, I'm not looking to read this the whole 2.5 hours. But no, and it was a good mixture. No, I absolutely felt that.
But it felt like I was going to watch, you know, like a Jet Li movie, you know, one of these Wong Fei Hung type of movies.
Yeah, of course.
I felt like I was walking into one of those, like those Wong Fei Hung movies. Once upon a time, what's the last? No, sorry. What's the last one he done, bro? Remember the last epic one? Come on, we went with Ryan.
Fearless.
It was like I walked into one of those, bro. Like seriously, like because you're getting a Jet Li movie, you're getting a story about a guy and whatnot, but you're getting a culture behind it. And this one fit in so well with it, bro. The culture was brilliant. And, you know, it's great. Like I say, you know, it's great for little kids to see an Asian superhero, like a Chinese superhero and whatnot.
Of course.
Fit into the Marvel, you know, talking to whoever and whatnot. Listen, first thing that came to my mind when I came out the cinema, I was like, oh, I'd love to see Black Panther and Shang-Chi go back to back and just bust up some
man,
some martial arts back to back. But yeah, I don't know if we're not going to see that with Chadwick Boseman, unfortunately. But like that's one of the first things that came to mind. I want to see those two go back to back.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick.
Overall, man, listen, that brilliant movie, man. Again, you know, Marvel don't fail. I mean, like, maybe they do, but not to me. They don't fail, man. I fucking loved it.
No, absolutely great. Absolutely great, bro.
But yeah, let's kind of, I know we just geeked out about how good it was. Let's kind of go through it, like, especially scenes in the beginning to the end and whatnot, and what we liked and we didn't like, and all the spoilers and Easter eggs and shit that you might have noticed. Like, I guess it's what you said earlier about Abomination and Wong. I've been checking out loads of stuff online, like, you know, some of the spoilers and Easter egg things that people put online. Nobody's really nobody really has got a good theory of why those two, right? Yeah. Abomination, okay, we're thinking Thunderbolts and all that sort of stuff, right? But why Wong? I think we're going to see that later. Why Wong is in cahoots with him to say, hey, let's make some money and let's act.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I just feel like he's, like they've put a real big emphasis on his character in the MCU as well. Like, you know, after Doctor Strange, I just feel like he's got this, there's something happening and he knows a lot. He's got a good amount of knowledge as well, you know what I mean? So that was one of them. The opening fight scene on the bus was sick. Yeah, so really good, really fluid, really smooth. I really enjoyed that. the sidekick annoyed me a little bit sometimes.
Aquafina, that was
Aquafina, yeah.
I tell you what about her. She was funny. She brought that funny element and whatnot. Obviously, I mean, her just learning how to shoot a bow in one shot in one day and save the day almost save the day at the end, kind of ish, was a bit obviously too much. Because not to be bad, I shouldn't judge. So please don't hate me. But she does not look athletic at all. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, she doesn't look like Hawkeye to get, whatever. She learned that in the day. I thought she was funny. I mean, look, that's who she is. I think she's like a comedian anyway.
No, of course. And she is, bro. She was in Jumanji and she's been in a couple of other things as well. And she did bring that element, but I just feel like just one too many times, you know what I mean? Personally, that was just me anyway. I mean, once I watch it again, maybe I'll enjoy it a bit more. It was late. I was tired, had a long day, but I just felt like there were some scenes where like she didn't have to do what she was doing. And you don't know the type of relationship that they've got as well, because it looked like towards the end they're a couple, but are they, or they're still friends, or they didn't really clarify that for me.
Yeah, and she, look, I think Marvel are great at developing the second characters, like the sub, what do we call sub characters? Because you can make a whole movie. I'm not even joking, with the second characters, like,
of course, bro.
Parker's dead from Spider-Man, Ant-Man. You can get Michael Pena. Yeah,
Michael Pena as well.
Yeah, and then you can get a movie with all of them, and you have a brilliant fucking movie. I just did think, like, why is she so much involved? Even at the end, one quarter, it's like, why her? Like, okay, she helped, but why? What has she got to do with it? If there's an Avengers level threat, then what the hell is she gonna do?
So they already got a guy with a bow and arrow anyway.
Yeah, and then she can't do shit with a bow. Like, she done the one shot, which is cool, but other than that, like, let's be real, like, I don't know why she was so much involved with everything.
Well, it's a best friend tagging along in it, so I mean, I don't know. I found it a bit unusual, and like I just felt like sometimes it didn't feel it felt out of place a little bit. But yeah, that's the only criticism I have about that film. But overall, she plays a big part to the film. She plays the heart as well. That's his best friend. There's more meaning to it when you have a character like that on there as well. So, bro, there's little things. It's not like it's gonna take me away from the moistness of the film. I think the epic battle scene between father and son, using the rings and shit. I was moist, bro.
So good, man. The choreography was so good, man. The way they were like transferring the rings. Like, he took 5 and then he takes 10, and so good, bro. And the way it was circling around it, bro, it was that anime. It was like an anime, bro. They've done it so good.
Yeah.
And a dragon fight, come on, man. Whenever you ever seen a dragon fight, ever, like, you probably have some shit dragon fight, bro. This was a wicked dragon fight, man.
Yeah,
bro. That was
good.
Sick.
It was good. It was good.
Awesome.
Really good. And I like what they did.
At the end, I like the fact that Tony Leung, end of the day, he loved his family. End of the day,
yeah.
I know. He loved his wife. He done it for his wife. Right? Obviously, he was being manipulated.
Yeah.
But he sacrificed his life for Shang-Chi as well. Even though he punched him into the water, but I kind of feel like he knew that he wasn't gonna die. Like, kind of.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did.
Because he sacrificed his life after. When the dragon was gonna come to take his soul and whatnot. It's not a dragon. I forgot what
the soul sucker. They call it the soul sucker.
Yeah. So I mean, that was. I love that. Tony Leung, again, he wasn't just a villain who wanted power and whatnot. In the day, he fell in love, and it was family and that sort of stuff. So that was amazing. But that dragon fight was sick, and the Kamehameha, Hadouken, whatever you want to call it, bro. The epic. Bro, that's just the epic move for fucking Dragon Ball and whatnot. He does it. It was fucking awesome. His sister was awesome as well. She was a great martial artist as well.
Yeah.
They really emphasized on her. His costume, bro, the dragon skin costume.
I need one of them, bro. I need one of them.
They're so good with the costume design, man. It looks good enough. None of the costumes have ever looked out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything looked good. It was amazing that when he got the 10 rings, it became orange, so his power was more bright and
yeah.
But yeah, let's get Bob. I want to talk to you about the end. What do you think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that mid-credit scene where Wong comes in and takes him, and they meet first of all Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner, not even Hulk smart. So now Bruce Banner separate from Hulk. So I'm interested to see what happened there.
Yeah,
And
and
why
he's still his
they-
arm's still in a what do you call it? Yeah.
sling or
So
whatever you call it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
his arms fucked, but they've separated again now, or is it back to normal or whatever? Is that because fans really didn't feel Smart Hulk, or do they have an agenda, or did something happen when the snap happened, or something? What did he feel like?
To get him back again and to do that, there must be more to it, bro.
Well, he's going to show up in She-Hulk, so
they'll probably explain it in there.
Yeah,
they'll probably explain it in there.
So that was my first reaction to that. I was like, yes, Bruce, you're back. And I hope we get Angry Hulk back. I Angry Hulk. So we need to get Angry Hulk back, to be honest with you. And of course, with Abomination, I feel like we're just going to get Thunderbolts. And I feel like in She-Hulk, we're going to get more about it. And General Ross is going to, I reckon he's sorting out the Thunderbolts. Or
that'd be interesting to see where they go with that. Definitely.
Yeah, but what about this beacon, bro? What do you think the 10 ring? Because obviously his father had the 10 rings and he never called out to anyone. His positive energy is what caused the beacon calling out to something, right? Because at first I thought, if he's, because his father's been using it for thousands of years or whatever, 100 years, whatever, and he's never called out to anyone because I felt like that his energy was evil. So with Shang-Chi using it, I don't think something evil is coming. I actually think it's reaching out to something positive, because there's some theories saying that maybe it's a beacon to Galactus, and Galactus is sensing that, oh, there's a planet with good energy that I could absorb, or whatever he loves to do, right? So there's that. But I that could be something, but I feel like his energy is, so it could be because his positive energy is releasing that big, great energy for the Galactus to be like, oh, I can smell the burgers, I'm gonna go eat that. But I feel like it's reaching out to something positive. Now, Ash thinks it's the Eternals. I don't think it's the Eternals because they're already on Earth.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I was trying to text, but I was texting so many people. I don't think it's the Eternals. I think it's something else completely.
Yeah, because if it was the Eternals, they only get involved when Deviants are involved. So really,
exactly.
That's their theory from the trailer anyway.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because in the comic books, a 10 ring comes from an alien race or something, a dying alien or whatever, right? Imagine it's like Silver Surfer or something. Like, imagine he, you know what I mean? Like, imagine it's like they link it to him or something. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking of something positive from outer space, or you know what I mean, an alien race. Imagine it came from his race or something like that. I don't know, but it could be Galactus. I don't know, man. But bro, that sets up something big. I don't know what it sets up, but it's something big. Captain Marvel was there to obviously indicate that this could be something space, so that's why she was there. Bruce Banner was there to obviously indicate that it was something historical or scientific. So, and Wong was there from the mystical perspective. So, I guess they're trying to cover all angles where this thing can come, whatever it's calling out to. But that's exciting, bro. Of
course it is, bro.
Exciting. Yeah.
Of course it is. Definitely. I am looking forward to seeing where they go with this, and where they take the MCU now. And now they've got new characters, and it's all intertwined. And it's nice, bro. I'm really excited. The post-credit scene right at the end, what did you think?
Remind me, bro. Why have I gone blank? Remind me.
The 10 rings, she takes over.
Oh yes, the sister. I don't think she becomes evil. I guess we're gonna see more of that in part 2. I don't know though. For her to become evil or to run things like that after all of that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think she'll use it for good.
Yeah, but I wonder for good. Like, it'd be interesting to see, but I guess we'll see more of her in part 2. I don't think she'll show up in any of the other cameos type of movies, or Avengers type of movies. I think we'll see her in a part 2. So that will be interesting to see.
No, definitely.
What they do with that, yeah.
No, it's good, bro. It's good fun. It's good to see a Marvel movie in the cinema. I get voice. I mean, me, Dwayne, Ash were like excited games when we got out. So, excuse me, so tired. Yeah, it was really good, man. Really good. Really enjoyed it, and looking forward to the MCU, bro. We got Eternals, and then Spider-Man. We've got Let There Be Carnage. We've got a good couple of films coming out.
because I saw these things on Instagram. I don't know if they're fake news or something, but it was saying that Shang-Chi does not pull in the money in cinemas. They were thinking about
delaying everything. Yeah,
I
of course.
hope that's fake news and whatnot.
Well, no, the thing is, you're seeing it with other movies that are coming out, innit? They're not doing the best amount, you know what I mean? Like Suicide Squad, bro, is a great movie, bro. It's such a good film. Just didn't do great.
I think obviously it's the situation we're in. The virus, the you can't fill every one of the seats. People, you got to be vaccinated to go cinema. Like there's all these elements to go cinema, man. So I hope they don't delay things, man. But it is great to have this Marvel universe just carry on, bro. It's so good, man. I was thinking of something as you spoke. Eternals. What did you say? Anyway, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this one again. I hope it makes the right amount of money.
No, same, definitely, bro. Me too. Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Leave it in cinema for a longer period of time to let it generate the money. I mean, there's obstacles in place in the world right now, so let it be. I'm interested to know how much it made in China. Domestically. Because
I heard it's done better than Fast and Furious, though.
Well, that's good. No offense to Fast and Furious, but I don't want to see that. Well, I will watch that shit again, but that film was ridiculously stupidly fun. But anyway, I'll be interested to see, because Tony Leung it relates to the Chinese market anyway, regardless. So I'll be interested to see. Hopefully it does make a lot of money. And I feel like in the normal world, I feel like that's a $1 billion movie. I really do. So let's hope it makes a lot of money, man. And let's get on to the Eternal. Let's move forward with this MCU, man. Let's move forward.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm looking forward to it myself. Oh, all right. That's it, I think, bro. I can't think of anything else.
Is it? Yeah. I cannot think of anything else either, man. Yeah, I think that's it, bro. Freaking hell, so good. Next week I'm gonna try and watch Donnie Yen's movie. We got What If on Wednesday, so I can't wait for that one. Anything else? Yeah, we got a few Marvel movies coming out. Carnage, Venom. Yeah, bro, wicked.
No, looking forward to it, man. Definitely looking forward to seeing it. All right, cool. All right, bro. Listen, guys, massive thank you for always tuning in and listening out. Last week's special guest episode was with Luke the lawyer, who worked for Disney as a lawyer and worked for various companies as well. But great podcast. Make sure you check it out, have a listen. We geek out about The Punisher, and I'm looking to have him on the show again because he's watching What Ifs and a great person to geek out with as well. That's on the previous episode. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter, the Brothers Geek Out Podcast, and make sure you're checking us out on all other streaming platforms. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for commenting and watching. G-Man, thanks again, bro. I know it was another late one, but we had to talk about this.
I'm glad we geeked out, man. I was waiting for 2 days till you guys watched it so I could just hear your reactions. But yes, always, bro. Always geeking out. Love it.
Yeah, no, awesome. All right, guys. One love. Peace.